coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life.
Okay, Coach, well, the holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go! The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? White 25. Check 55. Mike. Here we go, G.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Winston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Well, that 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Adam Gase having a belief in his guys. They're going for it.
I got you, son. Easy. Sonic. Check 59. Danny. Mike 5.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And Jeffrey's got it. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready. Black 22.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. Bell sheds him off. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. They'll run it with Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Black 25 behind. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the 1st-round pick of 2014. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Hey, middle.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Let's go.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Stop it, line back. Kill. Pilot, 64,
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. White 25. 59. You don't want none. Pick up the ball.
On first down, Grant. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Grant. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Grant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Come to me, it's me. Recon, 132 fighter.
Allen going to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Here's Coleman on the draw. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mike 50. Watch the run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On third down, here's Coleman. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth.
He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
Going for it on fourth down. Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Now a first down carry by Bell. Shoves him aside. And now running right through it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
On third down, here's Bell. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Team six.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. 11 more on that one and another first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Allen now on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got a man, it's Amendola. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Danny Amendola in the final seconds of the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Saints, you suck.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
I got them figured out. I was just trying to sit them dogs, not last one. Your defense is simple.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They will run again with Coleman. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Mike. Get the ball. Tight is Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Tight is on Ringo. Going down. Check 52. Hold the love.
On the draw play, Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
I got you. I got you.
On play action, Allen. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It was Mitch Unrein that made the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Stay with your man. Slow.
Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. That is caught at the 7. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check 99. Check
61. Matchbox white.
Switch.
Handoff, Coleman, right side. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And a cutback right sideline. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Winston. He completes it to Julio Jones. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 20. Five-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, dude.
To the air, Allen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go back to Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Julio Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Coleman. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Dolphins, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's their very first clunker of the year as they'll fall to 12-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Run up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me run up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 20!
Let's get off the field. Let's get up.
Throwing on first is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. A good pickup there. 8 yards in the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wentz escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And an Eagle first down.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Wentz bringing it in. Jackson left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This officially a 55-yard attempt. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Got some room at the 30. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
53, Mike. Cut.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 41, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run with Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Intended that time for Cooper. I like the occasional incompletion because I can go back and ask you more things. So we talked about MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. How about Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year that you see, Charles?
Well, it usually goes to a quarterback or a runner, right? And in this case, I'm going to go to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, let's get there.
Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Ram. It's 74.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5.
Hey, Alpha.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
This one complete to Sproles. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Wentz to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Here we go. 280.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you, too.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Two jet. Switch. Great 57. Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 54. Mike's 52.
Kill. Let's go, tight end. Let's go.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running with Howard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch it.
On first and goal, Howard. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 55.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
It's just me and you. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Great 57.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike
6-6. Pull it high.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. They go to Elliott again. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Prescott. Completes it right side to Cooper. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Cowboys 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And my goodness, another interception.